If you are watching this video even a little late, you need to understand something very clearly. What is unfolding right now between the United States and Iran is not a routine political disagreement, and it is not just another headline that will disappear in a few hours. This is a confirmed, serious, and rapidly developing situation that could shape global security, international travel, economic stability, and diplomatic relations in 2026 and beyond. Missing these updates, misunderstanding them, or assuming they will not affect you could lead to serious consequences later when decisions have already been made and options become limited. This update matters because when major world powers issue direct warnings, history shows that those moments often come before significant changes. Sometimes those changes happen quietly through sanctions and diplomatic pressure. Other times they escalate faster than expected, catching people, governments, and markets unprepared. What makes this moment especially important is the language being used, the timing of the warnings, and the growing fears surrounding reports of executions and hangings linked to protests inside Iran. Welcome to Real Guide News, where we focus on breaking global developments, United States policy decisions, and serious international events that directly or indirectly affect people around the world. Our goal is not to create panic or spread speculation. Our goal is to help you stay informed, prepared, and protected in a world where global decisions can affect daily life faster than most people realize. According to recent official statements and government-linked sources, former United States President Donald Trump has issued a strong warning directed at Iran, specifically addressing fears that protesters could face execution or hanging following ongoing unrest. Trump stated that if such actions are carried out, the United States would respond with what he described as very strong action. While the exact form of that response was not specified, the wording itself has drawn immediate international attention. It is important to understand why this language matters. When political leaders use phrases like very strong action, they are not speaking casually. Such wording is often carefully chosen, especially in matters involving international relations and potential conflict. Historically, similar language has preceded sanctions, diplomatic isolation, military repositioning, or other serious measures. Even when no immediate action follows, the message alone raises risk levels and places pressure on all parties involved. At the same time, human rights organizations and international observers have been closely monitoring developments inside Iran. Reports indicate that fears of hangings have intensified following protests and internal unrest. These fears are not based on rumors alone. They are connected to past patterns, official court procedures, and recent arrests linked to demonstrations. When such concerns arise alongside direct warnings from the United States, the situation moves from internal unrest to a matter of international concern. What adds to the seriousness of this moment is the broader context. Relations between the United States and Iran have remained tense for years, shaped by sanctions, nuclear negotiations, military incidents, and regional conflicts. This latest warning does not exist in isolation. It comes at a time when global tensions are already high, alliances are being tested, and geopolitical stability feels increasingly fragile. For many viewers, especially those far from the Middle East, it may be tempting to assume that this situation has little direct impact on daily life. But history consistently shows that major international tensions rarely stay contained. When the United States and Iran enter a period of heightened confrontation, the effects often ripple outward, affecting oil prices, financial markets, airline routes, travel advisories, visa policies, security screenings, and diplomatic relations across multiple regions. According to analysts familiar with U.S. foreign policy, even the possibility of strong action can trigger precautionary measures. Governments may issue travel warnings, airlines may reroute flights, businesses may delay investments, markets may react to uncertainty. And for individuals with travel plans, family connections, or professional ties involving affected regions, changes can occur with little notice. Another critical element of this situation is military posture. While no official declaration of military action has been made, reports suggest adjustments and heightened alert levels in the region. These changes do not automatically mean conflict is imminent, but they signal readiness. In international relations, readiness itself is a message. It tells allies, adversaries, and observers that multiple outcomes are being considered. This is why timing matters so much. When developments move from diplomatic statements to operational preparedness, the window for calm resolution can narrow. Miscalculations, misunderstandings, or delayed responses become more dangerous. And for the global public, reacting late often means facing consequences without time to adjust. It is also important to recognize that domestic events within one country can quickly become international issues when human rights concerns arise. Executions and hangings linked to protests raise alarms far beyond national borders. Such actions often draw responses from governments, international organizations, and advocacy groups. When a major power like the United States publicly addresses these fears, it elevates the situation to a global stage. For people involved in immigration, international travel, or cross-border business, developments like this can indirectly affect policies and procedures. Heightened tensions can influence visa processing, security reviews, and travel screening measures. While no specific immigration changes have been announced related to this situation, past events show that global security concerns can shape policy decisions faster than expected. Many individuals underestimate how interconnected global systems have become. A political warning issued in one country can influence economic decisions in another. A protest in one region can lead to diplomatic responses affecting international agreements. This is why staying informed early is not optional for anyone who values preparedness. At Real Guide News, we emphasize responsible reporting. That means clearly explaining what has been confirmed, what is expected, and what remains uncertain. At this moment, what is confirmed is that a strong warning has been issued. What is expected, according to analysts, is increased diplomatic pressure and heightened monitoring of Iran's actions. What remains uncertain is how the situation will evolve in the coming weeks. Uncertainty itself carries risk. When outcomes are unclear, markets fluctuate, policies remain flexible, and sudden announcements become more likely. This environment favors those who stay informed and prepared, rather than those who react after changes are already in place. Another important aspect of this situation is public perception. When tensions rise, misinformation can spread quickly. Social media often amplifies fear without context, while incomplete information circulates widely. This makes it even more important to rely on verified updates and credible sources rather than speculation. According to government sources and official briefings, the United States is monitoring developments closely. International partners are also watching carefully. Diplomatic channels remain active, but pressure is clearly increasing. These are signs of a situation that is being taken seriously at the highest levels. For families, professionals, students, and travelers, the key takeaway is not panic, but awareness. Awareness allows people to adjust plans, monitor advisories, and avoid being caught off guard. Ignoring developments like this does not make them disappear. It simply reduces the time available to respond when circumstances change. As 2026 continues, experts warn that unresolved tensions can compound. When multiple global issues overlap, the risk of escalation increases. This is why updates like this are not just headlines. They are signals. Staying informed early can prevent stress, confusion, and costly mistakes. Whether it involves travel planning, financial decisions, or understanding global risk, awareness is a form of protection. At Real Guide News, we will continue to follow official announcements, policy updates, and verified reports to keep you informed as this situation develops. We aim to explain not just what is happening, but why it matters and what it could mean going forward. If you are serious about staying prepared in an unpredictable world, now is the time to make informed awareness a habit rather than an afterthought. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to Real Guide News, and turn on notifications so you never miss a critical update that could affect global security, international travel, or policy decisions. Share this video with friends or family who may not be following these developments closely, and leave your questions in the comments. Staying informed early is not fear, it is preparation. And preparation is how you protect your future.